Have you ever wondered why you are drawn to certain minds, certain ideas, certain conversations? Our journey today begins with the intriguing concept of intellectual attraction. It's not the physical allure or charisma that we're discussing here, but rather the magnetic pull of the mind, the allure of intellect, the seduction of ideas. It's a different kind of attraction, one that resonates on a cerebral level, an attraction that compels us to engage, to understand, to connect. Why is it important to understand this, you might ask? Well, intellectual attraction shapes our relationships, our conversations, our very understanding of the world. It drives our curiosity, fuels our creativity, and compels us to seek out others who challenge us, inspire us, and ultimately help us grow. As we venture into the depths of intellectual attraction, prepare to challenge your understanding of the human mind. Diving into the world of neuroscience and psychology, we find intriguing insights about intellectual attraction. It's a fascinating journey that unravels the intricate workings of our minds and the subtle play of our emotions. But what exactly is intellectual attraction? At its core, it's a pull towards those who stimulate our minds and engage our curiosity, a magnetic force that draws us to those who share our interests and ignite our intellect. Let's take a closer look at the science behind this phenomenon. It all starts with curiosity, an inherent human trait that drives our need to explore, understand, and learn. This trait is linked to the brain's reward system, which releases dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure, when we learn something new. This is why new ideas or a stimulating conversation can be so appealing. Shared interests also play a significant role in intellectual attraction. Studies have shown that people are more likely to be attracted to those with similar interests. This is because shared activities or ideas can foster a sense of camaraderie and mutual understanding, strengthening the bond between individuals. Cognitive stimulation is another crucial component. It's the spark that keeps the intellectual fire burning. When our mental faculties are challenged and engaged, we experience a sense of satisfaction and fulfillment. Intellectual attraction often thrives in environments where ideas are exchanged freely and critical thinking is encouraged. But it's not just about the brain. Emotions too have a part to play. Emotional intelligence, the ability to understand and manage emotions, can enhance intellectual attraction. It allows for deeper connections and empathetic interactions, which can further fuel the intellectual bond. So, what does this all mean? Well, it shows that intellectual attraction is not just a fanciful concept, but a real phenomenon rooted in our biological and psychological makeup. It underscores the importance of mental stimulation and emotional connection in our relationships. While science provides some answers, the complexities of intellectual attraction are far from fully understood. It's a fascinating field that continues to captivate researchers and lay people alike. And who knows? As we continue to delve deeper, we might just unlock more mysteries of the human mind. Ideas, they say, have the power to change the world. But how do they impact our personal relationships and attractions? When we talk about intellectual attraction, we are discussing an attraction that goes beyond the physical and dives deep into the realm of thoughts, ideas, and mental compatibility. An idea, after all, isn't just a fleeting thought, it's a spark, a catalyst for change, a beacon of innovation. It's the foundation of intellectual attraction. Think about it. When you meet someone new, what piques your interest? Is it their physical appearance or their mind? While physical attributes may catch your attention initially, it's often the person's ideas, their novelty, depth, and alignment with your own values that truly captivate you. Imagine engaging in a conversation where ideas flow freely, where you find yourself drawn to the depth and breadth of the other person's knowledge. This is intellectual attraction in its purest form. The moment when you realize that you're fascinated not just by what the person says, but how they think. Intellectual attraction is about being captivated by the way someone's mind works. It's about finding their perspectives intriguing, their thoughts challenging, and their ideas inspiring. It's about the thrill of engaging in deep, meaningful conversations, the joy of learning from one another, and the excitement of exploring new intellectual territories together. This attraction to ideas and intellectual compatibility isn't limited to romantic relationships. It spans across friendships, professional relationships, and even our relationship with ourselves. It's about being attracted to people who challenge us, who make us think, who inspire us to grow intellectually. The power of ideas in shaping our attractions is undeniable. But how does this translate into our daily lives? It means that intellectual attraction can fuel personal and professional growth, foster deeper connections, and ultimately lead to a more fulfilling life. A life where we are not just physically attracted to others, but intellectually stimulated and inspired by them. The power of ideas in shaping our attractions is undeniable, but how does this translate into our daily lives? Scene script. Every day, in every interaction, intellectual attraction is at play. But how does it influence our choices and our relationships? Let's start with the workplace, a hotbed of diverse minds and ideas. Think of the last time you were part of a team project. Chances are, you gravitated towards colleagues who brought fresh insights to the table, those who stimulated your thinking and challenged you to approach problems in new ways. This is intellectual attraction in action. It's not just about competence or expertise, but the ability to ignite a spark of curiosity and engagement in others. Now, consider your friendships. We often find ourselves drawn to friends who share our interests, who can engage in stimulating discussions, and who introduce us to new perspectives. It's the intellectual connection that deepens these relationships, allowing us to explore ideas and learn from each other. It's about more than shared hobbies or common backgrounds. It's about the joy of intellectual companionship. In our romantic relationships, intellectual attraction often forms the bedrock of lasting connections. Physical attraction may kickstart a relationship, but it's the shared interests, the lively debates, and the mutual respect for each other's minds that keep the flame burning. It's about finding someone who challenges you, who makes you think, and who inspires you to grow intellectually. Intellectual attraction doesn't discriminate. It happens in classrooms and coffee shops, at dinner parties and board meetings. It's not confined to the realms of academia or intellectual pursuits. It's part of our daily lives, influencing our choices, shaping our relationships, and driving our personal growth. So, the next time you feel a pull towards someone who sparks your curiosity, remember, it's not just about them. It's about you, your mind, and your innate desire for intellectual stimulation and growth. It's about the power of intellectual attraction. As we can see, intellectual attraction plays a pivotal role in our lives. But what does it mean for our future? As our world becomes increasingly interconnected and knowledge-driven, what does the future hold for intellectual attraction? In a world where artificial intelligence is becoming a part of our daily lives, the implications of intellectual attraction are intriguing. The intellectual attraction phenomenon might shape how we interact with AI. Would we be drawn to AI that reflect our own intellectual interests and pursuits? Would AI systems become more attractive to us as they learn and adapt to our intellectual preferences? The mind boggles at the possibilities. As we step into the realm of virtual reality, intellectual attraction could play a pivotal role. Imagine a world where you can virtually meet thinkers and creators who share your intellectual curiosities. A virtual salon, if you will, where ideas are the currency and intellectual attraction is the guiding force. It's a tantalizing thought, isn't it? Lifelong learning is another frontier where intellectual attraction could leave its mark. The thirst for knowledge is intrinsically linked to intellectual attraction. As we strive to keep learning and growing throughout our lives, could intellectual attraction guide us towards the knowledge we seek? Could it lead us to mentors and peers who will challenge us, inspire us, and spur our intellectual growth? Let's also consider the potential societal implications. Could understanding and harnessing intellectual attraction lead to more effective education systems, better workplace environments, and even more harmonious personal relationships? Could it help us build communities that thrive on shared intellectual pursuits and mutual respect for diverse ideas? The potential implications and possibilities of intellectual attraction are as vast as they are exciting. As we continue to explore this intriguing phenomenon, we might just uncover new ways to foster intellectual growth, promote mutual understanding, and build a more knowledge-driven society. The mysteries of intellectual attraction may be elusive, but one thing is clear. Its influence on our lives is profound and far-reaching. As we conclude our exploration of intellectual attraction, what have we learned, and what questions remain unanswered? We've journeyed through the enigma of intellectual attraction, delving into its scientific roots, its role in our daily lives, and its vast implications. We've discovered that intellectual attraction is not just about a meeting of minds, but a powerful force that can shape our personal relationships, our workplaces, and even our reality. Yet, as with any profound topic, there are still mysteries waiting to be unraveled. Can we truly decode others' minds? How much can our thoughts influence our physical world? Is there a scientific explanation for this intellectual magnetism? Or does it border on the mystical? These are the questions that beckon us to delve deeper, to continue probing and questioning. The journey of understanding intellectual attraction is just beginning, Keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep being intellectually curious.